साच कहूँ सुन लियो सब है, जिन प्रेम कियो तिन्ही प्रभ पायो।
I will tell you the truth. Listen, everyone. Only those who have loved will realize the law. Good morning, everyone present out here. Today, I, Ishita,
And Khushi,
on the behalf of Class 1110, are privileged to get the opportunity to make your day special with our ever best efforts, which will definitely enhance your knowledge about one and only the master of White Hawk, Guru Gobind Singh.
so now Bhumi and Praveen of our class are going to recite Gurbani De Shiva.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। Those who follow the path of truth in their thoughts and actions, He shall mercy upon them. Thank you.
Good morning. Today's national news is our president's event was cancelled on 5 Jan due to the road was blocked by the protesters. On 9 Jan, all the rallies were cancelled. Now, the international news. Iran Foreign Minister says ready to restore relationships with Saudi Arabia. China says its space station will be ready this year. Now, it's time for the sports news. South Africa claims victory over India on one-on-one test level series.
Weather report. Today, the maximum temperature of Shri Ganganagar will be 17 degrees Celsius and minimum will be 8 degrees Celsius. The day will be partially cloudy with a little chance of rainfall.
Guru Gobind Singh Ji, one of the known personalities who had sacrificed a lot for the common people. His life journey is not that easy. From his birth to his death, he has given so much. So now, let's have a flashback of his journey full of efforts to know more about him.
Guru Gobind Singh Jayanti is observed on 22nd December every year to celebrate the birth of the 10th and the last Guru of Sikh. He was born in Patna, Bihar in the year 1666. He belonged to the Soti Khatri family as the only son of Mata Gujri and the 9th Sikh Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur. On this day, several colourful processions can be seen as people gather in Gurudwaras all over the world to offer peace and prosperity in the form of special prayers.
Birth, his father, Guru Tegh Bahadur, went on a religious journey from west to east, Patna to Bengal, leaving his wife Mata Gujri and mother Nanki to take care of his unborn son, whose name had already been decided, Gobind Rai. As a child, he was different from other children as he used to prefer his mighty sword, whereas others used to play with their toys. Being a child, he learned many different languages such as Sanskrit, Farsi and Gurumukhi.
You know, Gayatri, Guru Gobind Singh Ji's birth story is so enlightening. His efforts for uniting the world started from the day he was born.
That's right. This one starts with a Sayyid named Pir Begum Shah who lived in Thaska, Karnal. On the day that Guru Gobind Singh was born, he did something that shocked Muslims all around him.
That morning, while everyone was doing the mass in the direction of Makkah, that is the west, the Pir poured in the direction of east, the Patna. Intrigued by this, his disciples asked him the reason of his strange act.
The Sayyid replied that he could feel a holy entity had taken birth, one who would eradicate all evil from the world and fight for the noble cause of truth and virtue. Determined, he decided to go visit the Holy Child himself and be blessed by him.
On reaching the doorsteps of Gobind Rai, his mother, Mata Gujri, didn't allow him to enter. Eventually, he convinced her and was finally permitted to see the Holy Child.
Upon entering, the Pir bowed reverently in front of Gobind Rai and offered him two earthen pots, one that he had got from a Muslim shop and the other that came from a Hindu one. Much to the surprise of the Pir and all his disciples gathered around him, Gobind Rai touched both the pots. Once again convinced that a holy entity had indeed taken birth, the Pir bowed reverently and took his leave.
On the way back to the village, the Pir explained his reasoning to his disciples. The pots represented Hindus and Muslims. If Gobind Rai had put his hand, one pot bought from the Muslim, it would mean that he favoured them. Likewise, the pot brought from the Hindu shop.
Impressed by Gobind Rai's unbiased judgment at such an early age, the Pir, along with all his disciples, decided to become steadfast supporters of Gobind Rai for their entire lives.
The year 1676 brought several Kashmiri priests to their doorsteps. Tired of Aurangzeb's tournament, they had turned to the Sikh Gurus for help, claiming that the sacrifice of a great religious entity could make the situation better and save the Hindu Dharma from its complete disintegration by the hands of Aurangzeb. With sheer confidence in his eyes, 4-year-old Guru Gobind Rai turned to his father and said, "Who else could be more worthy of the role than you, O father?"
When his father, Guru Tegh Bahadur, was executed by Aurangzeb, Guru Gobind Singh Ji on 29 March 1676 was formally installed as the leader of the Sikhs at the age of 9, becoming the 10th and the final human Sikh Guru. For the protection of his country and religion, Guru Gobind Singh Ji was ready to bear all torture that Aurangzeb inflicted upon him.
His first preachings as a guru was about the value of bhakti and shakti, that is, devotion, along with the ability and willingness to fight for one's belief. He named his troops as Sant Sena and encouraged people from far and wide, justifying his actions. When all other means are failed, it is indeed lawful to take the sword.
Yes, Noor. He gave the example of his own father, Guru Tegh Bahadur, who had been true to his religion up until his last breath. As Sikhs, he argued, they must always be ready to sacrifice all that they have for the sake of their country and religion, to embody the true meaning of being devoted.
After the death of his father, Guru Gobind Rai established the Khalsa Panth, and now we are going to show it with the help of a skit. During the time of Guru Gobind Rai, the rulers were very cruel to the people. They wanted everyone to join the same religion as them. The feeling of darkness and unhappiness spread throughout the land. The time had come for the Guru to show how to bring the light. So Guru Gobind Rai called for all the colourful and different Sikh communities together in his home base Anandpur. Some were farmers, some were shopkeepers, some were singers, some were warriors, some were mothers and children. Guruji stood on a hill and revealed himself to the hill Sangat.
Does anyone know why Guruji has called us here?
What motive does he have? I wonder.
I don't have any idea.
Is he going to teach us with his masterful stories?
Is he going to inspire us with his cheerfulness?
His light sharpens and brightens my mind. His love opens and warms my heart.
I think he's actually preparing a great test for his beloved. He knows that world needs to be healed by pure people who are unbreakable.
He knows for us to be unbreakable, we have to be fearless of death.
Listen, he's saying something. Is there any royal Sikh who can give me the gift of the head?
Did I hear him correctly? Is he really asking for a head?
See, he's very stern.
And also, he has taken out his wand.
I have seen the Guru who teach in surprising ways, but what is this?
I don't understand. I want to go home.
This is a test. Guruji is all compassionate. He has only love in his heart.
Give me a head.
Guruji, my head is yours.
What has happened?
Daya is so fearless. Have you seen his eyes? His eyes were full of devotion without hesitation.
Why would the Guru do that?
Oh no, I can't believe what has happened.
Even if we don't understand, he always acts out of love.
I'm scared. Don't you see the blood dripping out from the sword?
Don't worry.
Give me another head.
I also offer you my head, Guruji.
The same as before. People started living. Many started to run away. Very few felt that the truth Guruji is giving them a great gift.
Oh no, how can we stop this?
Someone tell his mother on him.
I'll go and tell his mother myself. Mata must know how outrageous Guruji is being.
The Guru's play will be clear soon enough.
Give me another head.
The head is yours, my Guru.
I am yours, Guruji.
My head is yours.
After removing the head of his beloved, Guruji began putting the heads back on the 5 bodies. A large bowl of water was brought out, and the water was poured into it. Guruji's graceful wife came over, and she started putting some potassium into the bowl of water, which shows the love and wisdom of the mother. Now the water was converted into a nectar, which was being blessed by the heaven and the earth. Guruji gave the Khalsa invocation to all the 5 bodies, saying that Khalsa is the Guru and the Guru is the Khalsa. There is no difference between me and my Khalsa. Bhai Daya Singh, born as Daya Ram in Lahore and was a shopkeeper. The word Daya here means merciful or kind. Bhai Dharam Singh, born as Dharam Tasim at Dwarka and was a water carrier. The word Dharam here means righteous living. Bhai Himmat Singh, born as Himmat Rai at Lahore and was a farmer. The word Himmat here means courageous spirit. Bhai Mokham Singh, born as Mokham Chand at Jagannath Puri and he was a barber. The word Mokham here means strong, firm leader. Bhai Sahib Singh, born as Sahib Chand at Lahore and he was also a barber. The word Sahib here means masterful.
Guru Gobind Singh created and initiated the Khalsa as a warrior with a duty to protect the innocent from any form of religious persecution. The founding of Khalsa started a new phase in the Sikh tradition. It created a new institution for the leadership of the Sikh, replacing the earlier Masand system. Upon initiation, a Khalsa Sikh was given the titles of Singh, meaning lion, and Kaur, meaning princess, saying that you are my beloved, my daughters. You must be respected. How can this world be without you? You are an individual, are equivalent of a princess, and you keep Kaur as your given name.
Guru Gobind Singh Ji started an edition of the 5 Ks for the Khalsa. The 5 Ks are Kes, Kanga, Kada, Kirpan and Kachera. These were the 5 articles of faith that a Khalsa must always adorn. The tradition is still followed. Guru also laid down many other rules for the Khalsa warriors to follow, like abstaining from tobacco, alcohol, halal meat, etc. The Khalsa warriors were also duty-bound to protect innocent people from persecution. Everyone was treated equally and caste was abolished.
In the Battle of Anandpur, he lost his mother too. Jujhar Singh and Ajit Singh were martyred during the Second Battle of Champur. Chote Sahibzade Fateh Singh and Zorawar Singh attained a martyrdom at a very early age of 9 and 6 only. This is known as Saka Sirhind.
On 7 October 1708, Guru Gobind Singh Ji merged into the Supreme Essence because of wounds when an assassin stabbed him. He was the last Sikh Guru.
Baz. Baz is a majestic bird that represents the Khalsa Panth established by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Its traits are said to be the values proposed for the Khalsa members. Value number 1. Self-reliance. Baz never eats what's provided to it. Instead, it hunts for its own survival. Khalsa teaches one to be self-dependent and reliant. Value number 2. Freedom. Baz cannot be kept into a captivity. It either breaks out and flees or dies within. We must not let our circumstances enslave us and should strive to be free. Value number 3. Humility. Baz can spot its prey even from being on soared heights. As one sets heights of success, must keep their focus on ground level realities and not let their egos come on top of them. Value number 4. Detachment. Baz is ever ready to explore new territories and explore new lands. We humans must not be attached to materialistic things in order to attain true happiness. Value number 5. Resilience.
Here are some of the teachings given by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Do not gossip, nor splendor, or spiteful to anyone. Do not be proud of riches. Considering your daughter as a property is poison. Donate the 10th of your earnings and do not ruin someone's life by gossiping.
His self-sacrifice, austerity, self-discipline and heroism resulted in the regeneration of the Sikhs as a nation. Swami Vivekananda extolled the 10th Guru and said, both the Hindus and Muslims of the time were living under the regime of intense oppression and injustice. Here it was when one of the last and one of the most glorious heroes of our race, Guru Gobind Singh, arose after shedding his blood and that of his nearest and dearest for the cause of religion. Even when deserted by those for whom this blood was shed, retired into the south to die like a wounded lion stuck to the heart without a single word against his country. For India's re-glorification, you must, each one of you, become Guru Gobind Singh. His true follower, Swami Vivekananda said,
खालसा मेरो रूप है खास, खालसा मेगो करो निवास, खालसा मेरो मुख है अंगा, खालसा को हो सत सत संगा. The Khalsa is my complete image. I dwell in the Khalsa. Khalsa is my chief organ. I am always with the Khalsa. If we consider the work which Guru Gobind Singh Ji accomplished, both instituting a new code of law for his followers, his personal bravery under all circumstances, and lastly his final victory over his powerful enemies, he was undoubtedly a great man.
This is a poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. The background of the poem is Patna Sahib, on the banks of Jamuna, which though never was visited by the poet. Here in an inspired defense, he gave a stunning defeat to the imperialist forces led by the Hindu hill chiefs.
Friends, go back home. The time to call has not come. The night is about to end. On the banks of Jamuna, there is a small range of hills covered with dense forests. Guru Gobind Singh called a few of his followers and in inspired words said to them,
Go back Ramdas, go back Sam, you do go back Lahiri. Do not tempt me, do not urge me yet to jump into the oceans of actions. Let that stage of life still remain at a distance.
सदगुरु के लिखो वसफ कहा दावे रकम है। एक आंख से क्या बुलबुला गुलबहर को देखे, साहिल को या मजदार को या लहर को देखे।
आरती। मैं किस हंझू दा दीवा बाल के तेरी आरती गावां, मैं केड़े शब्द दे बूहे ते मंगण गीत अज जावां, जो तेनू करन दी भेटा मैं तेरे द्वार ते आवां। मेरी गीतां दी महफिल चों कोई गीत नहीं ऐसा जो तेरे मेज आ जावे, परे बाजार विच जाके जो अपना सिर कटा आवे, जो अपने सोपल छिंदे बोल नीहा विच चिना आवे। तिहाई शब्द नूं तलवार दा पानी पिया आवे, जो लुट जावे ते मुड़ भी यार दी सथरी कावे। चिड़ियां दे खंभ दी ललकार सो बाजा नूं खा जावे, मैं किंज तलवार दी गानी अज अपने गीत गल पावां। मेरा हर गीत बुझ दिल है, मैं केड़ा गीत अज गावां। मेरा हर गीत बुझ दिल है, मैं केड़ा गीत अज गावां। मैं तेरी उस तती दा गीत चाहुंदा हां ओ होवे, जिहदे हत्थ विच सच दी तलवार ते नैना च रो होवे, जिहदे विच वतन तेरे दी मिट्टी लई अंतां दा मोह होवे, जिहदे खून विच तेरे लहू दी रली लाली ते लो होवे। मैं किसे गीत नूं अपने लहू दा टिक्का किवें लावां। मेरा हर गीत बुझ दिल है, मैं केड़ा गीत अज गावां। मैं चाहुंदा हां इस तो पहला कि मैं तेरी आरती गावां। मैं मैले शब्द धो के जीभ दी किल्ली ते पा आवां, ते मैले शब्द सुकन तिक तेरी हर पैड़ चुम आवां। तेरी हर पैड़ ते हंझू दा एक सूरज जगा आवां। मैं शायद फिर कुछ भेटा करन जोगा हो जावां। मैं केड़े शब्द दे बूहे ते मंगण गीत अज जावां। मेरा हर गीत बुझ दिल है, मैं केड़ा गीत अज गावां।
Now some of my classmates will pay tribute to Guru Gobind Singh through a presentation based on 2 Shabads from the Gurbani. Faiz-e-Noor, sung by Diljit Dosanjh, which calls upon the unwavering courage of Guru Gobind Singh that still continues to inspire people everywhere. And Deshwa, which was penned by Guru Gobind Singh himself, praising the Almighty Vaheguru and asking him to give him the strength to remain a true Khalsa.
कब